Speaking of Atlanta, I think they're probably responsible for the next story.
Oh, yeah. No, they got a body. Tata Martino should get a teardrop tattoo and pour a little out for my dude Heaps.
Jay Heaps out as the manager, coach for New England Revolution.
Former player?
Yeah, former manager of the New England Revolution.
Former manager, yeah. A lot of formers.
Okay. You need to update that resume, dog.
Oh, man.
Because it's looking bad.
Go to log into LinkedIn, buddy. Time to update that page.
Okay. See, we could probably give you a recommendation letter. We've seen some of the work you do. I mean, the last year was a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But we'll do the right thing.
But the body of work.
The body of work. The consistent almost wins at the MLS Cup.
Oh, man.
Those count for something.
Yeah, it's tough, but the guy's record was like, I think he had a losing record. I think it was something like 73 wins and 81 losses, something like that. And, tough season this year, but at the end of the day, I mean, the guy wasn't getting it done, and it was a rough year.
Wasn't getting it done. Wasn't getting it started. It wasn't even. He didn't even put it in the oven.
Wait, to say he was a pro, we mean procrastinator. Like the guy didn't even get it started yet.
I mean, it's a shame because I think this year, after getting Kai Kamara in the middle of last season, I think they were,
and he wanted to be out. Remember, he wanted
Columbus.
to leave. Yeah. No, he wanted to leave New England as well.
You think so?
Yeah, right before the trade deadline.
Oh, you think he was just going there temporarily? You think he didn't want to?
No, he was intimated that he also wanted to leave there.
Okay. But from Jay Heaps' perspective, I think he was pretty excited about like the New England Revolution, like going forward. Their attack was going to look pretty promising with all the great Juan Agudelo, Kai Kamara,
Lee Wynn, Fagundes, Teal Bunbury.
It looks
stacked
on paper. This is a hit. This is a solid squad.
What happened?
It's a great question. I mean, I think a lot of their issues. I don't want to say that they're necessarily all just like defensive, because I think they have a strong core defensively. We talked about them a lot during the NYCFC game when they came to Yankee Stadium. You saw how tough they were. They were just strong, a strong back line. But I guess it's like that chemistry. They just make. There's a chemistry issue with the team, and you have to say that it's the coach's responsibility to get that part sorted out. And
I think we saw last year, or was it? That was last year with Jermaine Jones, how much of a difference he made. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe they just need a defensive midfielder.
Jermaine Jones hasn't been in New England for like
2 years,
3 years.
No, it hasn't been 3 years. He was at Colorado last year.
Colorado. Wasn't he with Colorado for 2 years?
LA this year, Colorado last year.
And New England before that?
Okay. Yeah. But we saw how much of a difference he made. He goes in.
Oh, sure. When Jermaine Jones was there, New England was one of the better clubs in MLS.
Yeah, but maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's a defensive midfielder and they haven't had someone to replace him. I mean, you've had an ample time, to find a replacement.
It makes sense. I would say that the problem with the Revolution is not their players. That's... Even though obviously everybody goes like, well, they're the ones on the they're responsible, but it's based on the talent you have. You have to presume there's something wrong fundamentally with the club. So you got to let them go because nothing else is working.
Well, what do the Italians always say? The fish stinks from the head.
Do they say that?
You've never heard that before?
You sure that's not a Cuban thing? No, Can we add that to the Cuban?
Oye, chico, the fish. El pescado ese huele malísimo. Por la boca la cabeza.
The fish. Okay, say it again.
The fish stinks from the head. It's the truth.
The fish stinks from the head.
When the fish starts to go bad, it's from the head. What does that mean? What does that tell you?
I don't know what it means, but
I'm pretty sure you know what it means. It's very easy to understand.
When I hear it was when I hear it's an Italian proverb or whatever, I'm like,
proverb.
This is just something some like Italian Goomba dude said to some woman to talk about to denigrate women.
The fish stinks from the head. No, it's like It's not. It's like an actual. It's not ancient, but it's an Italian thing. Not like the guy down the block said it. It means like the problem is at the top. It's not the body. It's not the people. It's at the top.
Okay.
Like if your team isn't doing well, it's the coach. It's not the players.
So you hear that, Jay Heaps? You're a goddamn stinky fish. Okay.
Yeah, no. He's the fish head.
The fish. You're a stinky fish head. All right.
Nah, son.
Okay. You need to. And you know you got to cut it off at the head because you don't want to eat that stinky fish head.
Do not. I mean, you can make good fish sauce with it. Don't get me wrong. Maybe good fish broth.
All right. So
but that's it. That's all you're worth, Heaps.
That's all you are, Jay. Look, just some fish sauce. Yeah.
Which, by the way, do not Google how to make fish sauce. You will never eat it again. Trust me on that.
So yeah, that was that firing. Obviously, probably a big reason it happened was because the week prior, on Wednesday, Atlanta United played one of their 42 matches that they have in the next 6 days, and they defeated the Revolution 7-0, 7-0. Another 7-0. We've seen that scoreline before.
Yeah, we have. Chile. No, let me tell you something. I remember the 7-0 loss to the Red Bulls as an NYCFC fan, and it felt somewhat disenfranchised. I just remember sort of being disconnected to the game itself. Like I wasn't worried about the score because we were losing already. You know what I mean? Like that game was gone. You know, so it didn't matter what the score was. This felt so much worse to watch, and I'm not a fan of either team, and it hurt so bad to continue to see that score. It was also fun at the same time because there's just something about the way Atlanta plays, and I talked about this before. Tata Martino got, before the team started, when Tata Martino came here, this was a style of play. It's this sort of like just a can of angry bees being let loose. Just
bludgeoning your opponent to death.
Just never.
What an interesting style.
Yeah.
Just relentless violence and just like humiliate the team.
At a young age, someone said to Tata Martino, like, what are you going to beat a dead horse? And he was like, that's a good idea. What if we beat the horse harder after it dies?
Are you Italian? Because that's a great Italian proverb.
The horse gets beaten when it's dead.